Ooh, that's exactly what I was looking for right there. Okay, add to cart, go to cart. $20 minimum checkout. I'm so close. It's like $17. Um, oh, would you like another 60% off? Absolutely. Okay, and now I'm at $13. Okay, gotta find something else. That's kind of cool. Add to cart. Okay, looks like I'm right at 20 bucks. Oh, another 30% off. Well, thank you very much. Okay, now I'm under $20 again, and I gotta get something else. Let's see here. That's perfect. That. Okay. Ooh, another discount code. Take it. And I'm at $18 again. Oh, this is frustrating. All right, one last thing, I hope. I don't really need it, but seems like a good deal. Add to cart. Yes, I can finally check out. Really? Gosh, I hope this stuff actually comes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome. It's been a long time since I filmed a video, and I figured if I'm going to do one, I want to do something a little bit different. If there's anybody out there watching that has shopped with Temu or whatever it is, let me know down in the comments. I had my first experience not too long ago where I downloaded the app, went in there, and I was looking for something very specific. I found it, added it to my cart, and it wouldn't let me check out because it wasn't $20. So as I'm going through that, I get a pop-up, offers me a discount. Heck, I love a discount. So I clicked on the discount, and next thing you know, I'm well below $20. So I start adding more to my cart and adding more and more and more and so on and so forth. And I felt like I was kind of trapped and forced to buy more than I intended on buying. You know, most people will go to Amazon and they'll go for a specific item. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or $1,000. Put it in their cart, go to checkout, bing, bang, boom, they're done. In a couple days, they have their item. And it didn't really matter what they spent as long as they were Prime. Free shipping. Temu. It is free shipping, but you have to spend $20 at the minimum. And they have a lot of cheap stuff on there. So today, we're gonna take a look at the couple things that I bought, and we're gonna go on a little road trip. I have my little assistant with me right now holding the camera, and she is going to help me out. And we're gonna see what we can see. So let's get to the items. All right, so on this table, we have two of the four items that I ended up buying. The two that we don't see are actually in use, so I can't bring them out here. One being, and I'll flash a picture up on the screen, of a neon light kit that I gave to my stepson that was a PlayStation neon light kit. And I was very, very happy with that. It was like $6 or $7 after the discounts. And it's good quality. It's actually a lot larger than I expected it to be. Looks great up on his wall. And then there was a pair of bedroom slippers that I got for my better half, and she seems to really like those. I'm not going to show those because they have been worn for the last couple weeks. And yeah, they're just bedroom slippers. Pretty nice though. But the two items here are the ones I wanted, and had to buy a couple extra things, as I mentioned before, to obtain this stuff at a cheaper price. So in this box, we have a mini drone, and then here is something really cool I was very happy with, which only ended up costing after discounts about $5, and we'll get to that in a minute. So if I could have my assistant do me a big favor and reach down to that box right there and unzip it for us. Case is soft-sided and padded, which is nice. Now, I did take it out of the cardboard box it came in so I could actually just charge the battery, but I have not gone any further than that. And so what do we get in this kit? All right, so we have our remote control. We'll get to that in a minute. We have the battery, which this does not overly impress me a lot. It doesn't weigh much of anything. So I'm not overly confident in the amount of time this thing is going to be able to fly due to the inferiority of this battery pack, I guess we'd say. And then we have the drone itself, and we'll get into a little bit more detail here in a minute. It's folded up currently. We still have the satisfying peel yet to do. And then on this side we have a few accessories. They're extra propeller blades. There are a couple of brackets of some sort in here that the instructions provide no information about, so I have no idea what they are. There's also a screwdriver in here to take the blades off if you have a damaged blade to replace, and then the charging cable for the battery over here. There are two instruction manuals, one main instruction manual for the operation of the drone through the smartphone app that you download to your smartphone, and then an instruction manual for the app itself, and we'll get into that when we go fly. I have downloaded the application to my iPhone and it's ready to go, and according to the instructions all I'll have to do is pair this to the Wi-Fi signal that is emitted from yonder drone. And yeah, so let's get into the drone itself. I'm going to hand my assistant the camera here as I do a little Okay, so the arms fold out. You have to do the top ones first because of the legs, right? Then the bottom ones. And there we go. This appears to be made of some of the finest Chinesium. It doesn't really weigh anything at all, and I can't imagine it's going to weigh much more with this very light battery. So we're going to go ahead and install the battery. There was a plastic covering over the contact right there. I did remove that when I went to charge this battery. So it just slips in the back of the drone, and that's it. We have an antenna. We have the camera, which they claim to be 1080p. We'll put that to the test. It is completely manual operation, as I figured out on my own. There are no controls for the camera to go up or down when it's up in the air. So you have to set that kind of before you take it off for your first flight. Then I noticed there was no spot for an SD card, and that's kind of got me a little worried. I'm guessing it's going to use your phone's memory along with the app to save videos as you fly this thing around, but we're going to figure it out. And just so you know, this is the Drone Pro. Pro what? I'm not really sure. I'm going to take the camera back from my assistant, and I'm going to allow my assistant to do the most satisfying thing. Oh, so good. Don't be shy. Oh, wow. Look how clean that is. So underneath our plastic, we have the power button. Power button's ready to go. And we're just going to set the drone right here. Take another shot of that thing. Pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I hope it works. The instructions are vague at best, but they do tell you what all the controls do on the remote. So I'll hand this back over here. So here's our remote. It takes 3 AA batteries. So that does add a little bit of weight to it. Before I put the batteries in, it just doesn't weigh much at all because it is also built out of the finest Chinesium on the planet. So we have our controls. It has a auto descend, auto ascend, some fine tuning controls here, your joysticks for direction and joystick for acceleration and deceleration of the bird. We have our antennas, I guess. I don't know if they really serve any real purpose. And then we have the place for your smartphone to go, and this is chintzy at best, but it does work. So we'll get a phone out. Let's see. Oh, well, it fits okay. And this will be our screen and our controls. So yeah, I mean, it seems to serve a purpose, maybe, but we'll take it to the field and test it out and see how it works. All right, so I'm gonna give this phone back to my lovely assistant, and that's about it for the overview on the Drone Pro. And we're going to move on to the next thing, which this actually surprised me the most. This is a selfie stick for your cell phone. I was very surprised, not so much about the quality of it, but more about the versatility of it. So basic selfie stick, you have your little flaps here to lock your phone into place. This is spring loaded, so it'll hold it tight. It does telescope, as one would expect. Just uses your basic antenna style telescopic device. It does connect via Bluetooth, and so you can use a button right here to take pictures while you're holding this out. Now the cool thing I like about this the most is it's actually a tripod as well, which is kind of cool, I think. So again, another piece of versatility here. And you can just set it up on a table or whatever you want to do, and then you simply fold the legs back together for your handle, drop down the telescoping arm, and then you can just fold it right back up. It's a nice compact thing. It'll fit in your pocket. So very impressed with this. Again, I think spent maybe $6, $7 on this, and I think it's well worth it. Haven't put it through any kind of big test or anything, but I have put my phone in it, tried it out, and it worked really well. So hopefully I'll get some good use out of this. But with all that being said, at the end of the day, we're going to go out on the road, take the drone out for its first flight, and see how we do. Hopefully we don't crash it. Hopefully it wasn't a waste of, I think it was, after discount or something, like $17. I think it listed for like 23 or something like that. But again, they're going to suck you in with the discounts, and hey, I guess that's their MO. Let's get out on the road, see how this thing does. So we've made it out to our undisclosed location and have run into a level of disappointment that is absolutely absurd. Got the drone taken out the box, got it set up. Got a couple of blinky lights here. It's supposed to be on Wi-Fi pairing, and my iPhone cannot find the Wi-Fi network for this thing, and I don't think it actually works. So it's probably got a bad antenna in it or something of that nature. We did find out it will fly without the app, but we won't be able to do any recording with it, so that's kind of a bummer. So I think what we might end up doing here is taking it for a quick little test flight, see how it does, and box this thing back up and send it back to Mr. Temu. Maybe pick up a different drone, one that's not as cringy as those glasses.
Shush.
I guess 16, 17 bucks or whatever it is, this is what you get. Something that halfway works. It would have been very helpful to have the onboard camera to kind of see where I was navigating up there. It flies pretty well. It's quiet. It's nice. But not all the features are working, and I am very disappointed in that. So that being said, we'll kind of recap back at the house, but first, let's get some lunch. Well, made it back to the house after a delicious chili cheese dog for lunch. I finally calmed my nerves a little bit and come to terms with the disappointment that is that drone that I bought from Temu or whatever. So I've already got it boxed back up. It's ready to go back. Take it to UPS tomorrow, send it back, and I opted for the credit to the account instead of it going back to my credit card, because I think what I'm going to do is pay it forward back to Temu again and purchase another drone, maybe something that's a little bit bigger, maybe appears to be a little bit nicer, and yeah, see how that works out. Maybe something double the price, triple the price, I don't know. So during that video, which will be coming your way soon, probably be a few weeks. I don't even know how their returns work. Amazon, you return something, have it credited back to your account. It's almost instant as soon as UPS scans it in. This might be a little different story. It took 2 weeks for the drone to get here after I ordered it, so it may take another 2 weeks to get the refund, and then another 2 weeks after ordering a second drone for it to actually arrive here, and then we can do the review. And at that point, I will discuss what that return experience was like in full. On the app, it wasn't that difficult. They just asked a few questions. They wanted a picture of the item uploaded to the return, and then they immediately emailed me a code to take up to UPS for them to print a label. So I already got it boxed up and ready to go for that. So sorry for the disappointment, guys, but at the end of the day, I wanted to share my experience with you. So we'll see you in the next one.